Hi, I'm Keith Wyatt, and I teach blues guitar here at Musicians Institute. One of the things I emphasize with my students is rhythm. Blues is based traditionally around the shuffle. And the shuffle is almost a lost art. It hasn't been part of popular music, at least at the center of pop music, for many, many years. So it takes a while for guitar players who've been raised on rock and roll and other styles to get used to the feel of the shuffle. So I'm going to show you a little rhythm here that you might be familiar with if you've heard Stevie Ray Vaughan. He did a great rendition of this type of rhythm on his tune Pride and Joy. And what he was doing was emulating the sound of two guitars, one playing the bass and one playing the chords. And that was really based also on a piano style where the left hand would play the bass line and the right hand would play the chords. So this is a deep traditional rhythm in blues, but it's a little tricky to get the feel. So let me show you what I'm talking about here. I'm going to demonstrate it for you and I'll break it down, okay? In the key of E. Now, the idea is that you're playing a bass part, which is consistent of the walking pattern. Walking line means quarter notes, and the notes outline the sound of the chord. So when I'm playing off of E, I play the E first, and then I play the major third of the chord, that's G sharp, 4th fret. First finger then on the 5th string at the 2nd fret, that's B. Then the 6th, this is typically the note you put in the walking line, that's C sharp, and then up to the octave. So the walking line is, and then you walk back down the same way you walk up. Now against that part, I'm going to play an upstroke, and the upstroke is going to hit the open strings. And again, this is like the right hand of the piano or like the second guitar in a classic blues rhythm section. So it's literally going like this. And when I integrate it with the walking line, the combination sounds like this. Right? Now the trick, if you want to call it that, is the timing of the bass part compared to the timing of the upstroke. What you want to do is hold on to the bass line as long as possible. In other words, each note sustained until the last instant, and then you snap that high string so that it creates this little pop, which is the shuffle. Okay? Now, this is called legato. In other words, you're hanging on to each note, tying the notes together. So I'm playing a legato bass line and a staccato upstroke. And the combination again. Now the other trick is that when I play the bass pattern, I actually mute all of the strings except for the one note that I'm playing. So I'm playing E first of all, then I play G sharp, and when I do, I lay my fingers down so that all the notes are muted. Right? You shouldn't hear any other pitches. Same thing with the B. Then you can hear what's happening. That's a little tricky. That takes some practice, but that's the key to the whole thing, is to mute, legato bass pattern, staccato upbeat, and then repeat the same idea on the A chord. That's the bass pattern. And then even the B chord. B. And conclude it with that B9. Here's the whole 12 bars for you, okay? 2, 3. Mercy, mercy, mercy. So work on that for a little bit, and then in another mini lesson, I'll show you some variations.